Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, coming to you live from Lagos. A reminder of our major stories tonight. Senate President Bukola Saraki and Senator Dino Melaye deny allegations of wrongdoing before Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges. House Committee on Aviation inspects rehabilitation work at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Members disagree with the Aviation Minister over completion date. Police in Rivers State arrest 3 suspects for alleged brutal murder of online marketing company's delivery agent. And Russia's main opposition leader Alexei Navalny is jailed 15 days for resisting arrest at an anti-government protest in Moscow. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our websites channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Watch us on the go on any mobile device by logging on to m.channelstv.com or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. However, the Channels TV and Channels 24 apps give you access to news and updates. You also have the Eyewitness feature, so you too can be part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions to share those pictures or videos or news of happenings around you. To some of the pictures that you sent into the Eyewitness portal, let's begin with this one. It's from Lagos State, where our Eyewitness reporter is drawing attention to an open electricity transformer in a market at a Sherry roundabout. He wants authorities to do something about this to avoid people being electrocuted. From Asaba in Delta State comes this image of a flooded portion of Ogagifo Street and the collapsed fence of the Ministry of Women Affairs. Our Eyewitness reporter is calling on state government to fix the fence and the drainage. Our next image is from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. We see a trailer with a missing tire. Eyewitness reporter wonders how the Road Safety Agency missed this. Finally, and still on alertness of road safety officials, from Abuja comes this picture showing commuters cramped inside the boot of a car. Eyewitness reporter wants more out of the agencies concerned. Thanks for sending in those pictures. Please keep them coming. Now, the Lagos State government appears not to be looking back in its resolve to tackle crime in the state, as it has completed the recruitment of 5,700 youth under its neighborhood safety corps. Speaking at the official launch of the corps, Governor Akiwumi Ambode said the move is another step towards enhancing security at the grassroots level in Lagos.
With a fast-growing population in Lagos, the state government continues to face challenges in securing lives and property in the metropolis. But that may change with the establishment of the Lagos Neighborhood Safety Corps, which is in response to the need to enhance community policing. The security outfit is infused with more young men and women, trained and equipped with requisite knowledge and skills to complement the work of the police at the grassroots.
In actual fact, they are expected to assist and complement the police by providing useful intelligence for crime prevention and to facilitate the arrest of perpetrators of criminal activities in communities. In addition to the induction of orthodox community policing techniques, the corps have been trained in the following skills: mediating disputes and the art of negotiating for peaceful resolution, balancing communal interests in resolving disputes, and proactive policing engagement instead of reactive policing.
The launch of the corps also marks the commencement of the state whistleblowing scheme.
We are launching our own whistleblower scheme with the Neighborhood Safety Corps. Any valuable information given to the corps will attract handsome rewards from the state government. I therefore call on all Lagosians to join hands with us to say a final no to crime in our states.
177 saloon cars and vehicles, 377 motorcycles, and 4,000 bicycles for patrol equipped with communication gadgets have been provided for the effective functioning of the Corps. All these are to be distributed across the 377 wards of the state.
To talk more now about the Neighborhood Safety Corps is the Commissioner for Information in Lagos State, Mr. Steve Ayorinde. Thank you so much for joining us on the news at 10.
Thank you, Amara.
Well, they do look smart in their uniforms and they look, ready to work. But so, just tell us how this Neighborhood Watch Corps will operate.
Well, this is basically a second level to community policing, if you like. You know that Lagos has always had the Neighborhood Watch. What we have done is to give it the backing of the law and transform it. It's actually a rebranding process from Neighborhood Watch to Neighborhood Safety Corps. 5,700 of them, which means that you have about 100 of such officers, in quote, in every local government and LCDA in Lagos State.
And there is no competition with the police?
Not at all, absolutely. No competition whatsoever. Their job actually is to assist the police, essentially with information. Their job mainly is to try to prevent crime and to assist the police, assist the government in apprehending criminals. They do not carry arms, as you know, but they are allowed to go with tasers, to go with metal detectors, to go with a few other things that they can protect themselves with and that can assist them in making arrests, in identifying criminals and reporting same to the police.
So how were they recruited? I mean, how was the recruitment process done? I mean, were these people you picked up? Are they jobless people in society or just people who already have jobs? I mean, is this a full-time thing for them?
It's a full-time job. They were trained. Every one of them, was trained medically, physically, mentally. A good number of them, was actually moved from the Neighborhood Watch and absorbed into the Corps. But mainly about 4,000 or more of them, a large chunk of them were actually recruited, from different people with different backgrounds. There are a number of graduates there of different, backgrounds and discipline. People study social sciences, psychology, sociology, OND candidates, even school certs, because they will be tested and they will be trained. There are people like you and I, but who live in the communities, who understand the basic security needs of every community. Because this is a product of research, we know for a fact that a good number of the crimes that happen in our communities happen because nobody is giving tips, is telling the police what's going on, is volunteering information. Their job will be to liaise with people who will volunteer information, and then they'll pass, same to the police and to the government.
Mr. Steve Ayorinde, thank you so much, and good luck to the Neighborhood Safety Corps. I do hope that they do fulfill their duties and our society is a lot safer with their presence. Tossing it over now to Ivy Clem in Abuja, who has more on the news at 10. Hi, Ivy.
Hello, Amarachi. The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, says all government agencies fighting corruption must work in greater synergy for the benefit of all Nigerians. Mr. Magu's stance is coming at a time when division between some of the agencies has come into full glare with the rejection of his nomination as the substantive chairman of the commission by the Nigerian Senate. The acting EFCC chairman made this plea at an anti-corruption summit in Abuja. Our correspondent Ajuri Ingelale reports.
12 days after a DSS report was cited in the rejection of acting EFCC chairman Ibrahim Magu's nomination by the Senate, a new paradigm-shifting report offers insight into the underlying politics of anti-corruption. Presently, functionaries and institutions charged with waging war against corruption are currently being investigated for alleged corrupt practices. It is against this backdrop that an attempt at building consensus transformed into an impassioned presentation of differing perspectives. The EFCC boss says law enforcement institutions must be apolitical.
The monster has become more daring, where those that should take it are sometimes busy engaging in tough wars. We cannot continue to allow our corporate and individual interests to pull us into different directions where the well-being of our people takes the back seat.
Former Labour leader Adams Oshiomhole says to some extent behavior tolerated by Nigerians is behavior approved by Nigerians.
The then Governor CBS Sanusi alleged that about $20 billion was not accounted for. I was shocked that there was not a national protest.
Battling ongoing asset reclamation proceedings, senior advocate Mike Ozekome alleges institutional hypocrisy.
That some of them are corrupt, and you turn the other eye. And once a person decamps from one of the other political parties to the really political party, and that person suddenly becomes cleansed.
In the complexity of Nigeria's anti-corruption war, what is evident is an increasingly thin line between fighting corruption and forces fighting each other, determined to protect themselves at any cost. Ajuri Engilale, Channels Television News.
In Kaduna State, a caucus of the All Progressives Congress has passed a vote of confidence on President Muhammadu Buhari and the State Governor Nasir El-Rufai over their policy directions and style of governance. This formed part of the resolutions reached at the end of a meeting of the State Caucus held in the state capital. The caucus also dismissed insinuations that there is divisions among its members.
This is the third caucus meeting of the Kaduna State chapter of the All Progressive Congress APC since it came into power in 2015. The caucus is the highest decision-making organ of the party in Kaduna State. The essence of the gathering is to appraise the performance of the APC-led administration in delivering good governance to the people.
Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai is doing all his best to see that Kaduna State gets all the dividend of democracy.
Preparation for the local government elections slated for July also made the discussion.
How we can bring the party together from the world level in terms of mobilizing everybody, because in the next 4 months, hopefully we're expecting to have our local government election. We discussed that also is very well, and I can assure you we don't have any problem at the moment.
At the end of the meeting, journalists asked for clarification on the leaked memo which the Governor El-Rufai wrote to the President Muhammadu Buhari.
It's just an agreement between the President and the State Governor that he should write the memo to him. And someone decided to leak the memo because of their own personal interest and not because of the interest of moving Nigeria.
An opposing group, APC Akida, has contrast view on the matter.
In our view, it is total disrespect, it is discourteous, it is shocking.
Members of the APC executive in Kaduna State have said that the party is intact and the state is set for the forthcoming LG elections.
When the news at 10 returns, Central Bank of Nigeria directs banks to process travels, medical and school fees forex demands at 360 naira to the dollar. That's on Business News. Join us again.